If you've ever spent an hour scrolling through Netflix only to give up and watch reruns of a show you've already seen 7 times, congratulations, you're not lazy, you're just broken by modern capitalism. Welcome back to Is There Things Too Much, a corner of the internet where we take completely mundane daily occurrences and overanalyze them until we uncover the deep psychological trauma underlying our routine habits. Today, we're talking about the paradox of choice. Back in 2004, a psychologist named Mary Schwartz dropped a book that basically said, hey, Western civilization, that whole more choices equals more freedom and more freedom equals more happiness thing you've been bragging about is a scam. Now, logically, having options sounds great. 0 options? Bad. You get 1 pair of shoes, they're wooden clogs, and they give you splinters. 2 options? Better. You get clogs or sneakers. Somewhere between clogs or sneakers, and here are 45,000 nearly identical pairs of white canvas shoes on Amazon, 400 of which have fake 5-star reviews written by bots. Our overworked brains completely break down. To prove this isn't just me complaining about my shopping anxiety, let's talk about 2 psychologists, Sheena Iyengar and Mark Lepper, who decided to mess with high-end grocery shoppers. They set up a tasting booth with 2 different displays on separate days. Condition A, a massive, beautiful display featuring 24 different flavors of gourmet jam. Condition B, a tiny, modest display featuring 6 flavors of jam. Now, if the more choices equals more happiness rule held up, the 24 gem display should have utterly destroyed condition B. I mean, it's 24 gems. Strawberry, fig, passion fruit, lavender-infused gooseberry. And to be fair, it did attract more foot traffic. 60% of shoppers stopped by the giant display, while only 40% stopped by the small one. However, when it actually came time to open their wallets, at the big 24 gem display, out of all those interested shoppers, only 3% actually bought a jar. At the tiny 6 gem display, 30% of people bought jam. Yeah, you heard it right. A table with a quarter of the options sold 10 times more product. The giant display attracted eyes, but it paralyzed action. People stood in front of 2 dozen preserves, felt their frontal lobes sizzle, thought, what if I picked blackcurrant, but raspberry kiwi was the choice that would have completed my soul? And they walked away jamless. Even when we do manage to make a choice out of a huge pool of options, we're usually less satisfied with it. Why? Opportunity cost. If there's only 1 gem on the shelf and it tastes like sugary paste, you blame the store, you blame the universe, you move on with your life. If there are 24 gems and your choice is disappointing, you blame yourself. You had 23 other opportunities to get it right. You assume perfection was sitting right there on aisle 4 and you were just too foolish to pick it. We have traded simple satisfaction for the constant nagging dread that a slightly better option was just 1 click away. Anyways, thank you for watching. Bye!